How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just wanted to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from Friday night, which was March 11th, 2022. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Darby Allin versus Mark Quinn. That was a great match. But the ending to it, Darby Allin went over with the Fujiwara armbar. Well, after the match, as Sting and Darby Allin were in the ring celebrating Darby Allin's victory, the rest of the Andrade family office, which are Andrade El Idolo, Jose the assistant, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny, came out to try to jump Sting and Darby Allin. But the Hardy Boys, which are Matt and Jeff Hardy, came out and stood on the stage, and the Andrade family office, which are Andrade El Idolo, Jose the assistant, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny, all retreated, and the Hardy Boys stared, and so a stare down between Sting and Darby Allin in the ring together, staring down the Hardy Boys, which are Matt and Jeff Hardy, on stage. A stare down between Sting and Darby Allin against the Hardy Boys occurred, and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 2, it was Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Martinez. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jamie Hayter went over with the running lariat. Now, after the match, Britt Baker and Rebel came into the ring along with Jamie Hayter, and Britt Baker put the AEW Women's title on in the ring, and Jamie Hayter dragged Mercedes Martinez over to the AEW Women's title and held her down, and Britt Baker was getting ready to execute the curb stomp to Mercedes Martinez on the AEW Women's title while Rebel was looking on, but Thunder Rosa came out with a steel chair, and as Thunder Rosa came out with a steel chair to the ring, Britt Baker, Rebel, and Jamie Hayter retreated while Thunder Rosa was tending to Mercedes Martinez and everything. That was cool. That was after the match, by the way. Match 3, that was match 2, by the way. Match 3, it was Keith Lee versus QT Marshall. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Keith Lee went over with the Ground Zero. Well, after the match, as Keith Lee was celebrating his victory, the rest of the factory, which are Aaron Solo came into the ring and jumped on Keith Lee's back, and Keith Lee threw Aaron Solo off his back and then started beating the shit out of him. Then Nick Comoroto jumped Keith Lee, and Keith Lee ended up beating the shit out of Nick Comoroto as well. And then Team Taz, which are Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, came down to the ring and ganged up on Keith Lee, and Keith Lee beat the shit out of Keith Lee got the upper hand at first, but then Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs ended up beating the shit out of Keith Lee, and Team Taz ended up beating the shit out of Keith Lee, and Powerhouse Hobbs executed the avalanche, the running avalanche on Keith Lee, and And Ricky Starks executed a running clothesline to Keith Lee, and then Powerhouse Hobbs executed the spine buster to Keith Lee, and Lady Mount and Team Taz, which are Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, stood tall, while Keith Lee was laid out and everything. And the Factory, which are QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, and Nick Comoroto, already left and went backstage when the brawl between Keith Lee and Team Taz occurred. And everything. That was cool. And match 4, that was match 3, by the way. And match 4, match 4, which was the main event, it was Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Swerve Strickland went over with the Swerve Stomp. Now, besides all that, Men of the Year, Now, besides the matches, Men of the Year, which are Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, along with Dan Lambert, cut a promo, and Dan Lambert was saying, you know, I've seen this Wardlow story play out so many times because me being a wrestling historian like myself, back in 1968, when a young 16-year-old Larry Zbyszko came and rushed through the bushes of the late great Bruno Sammartino's backyard, begging for a career in the business of professional wrestling. Well, Larry Zbyszko repaid the late great Bruno Sammartino with kindness, but not kindness, but betrayal. And Wardlow done the exact same thing to MJF. And Ethan Page said on Wednesday night, Scorpio Sky, he has 2 titles that are on the line. The AEW TNT title and his streak. And Scorpio Sky said, and War Dog, nothing changes in San Antonio, Texas. Everything stays the same. And you're just going to be one more opponent for me to beat. And next week, you're going to see that because I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to remain undefeated, and I'm going to remain the AEW TNT title. And I am the new face of TNT, so get used to it. And everything. Chuck's cool. The House of Black, which are Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, cut a promo. And Malachi Black was talking about how the former story was written and the current story is written, and how their enemies are going to have black eyes and everything. And then Brody King was talking about how he loved blood and violence and everything, and Buddy Matthews was talking about how he likes the darkness and everything as well. That was cool. Hikaru Shida cut a promo saying, Serena Deeb, did you miss me? Because I really missed you. And every night I kept obsessing. After you broke my knee, I kept obsessing over you. Because you may have broken my knee, but you didn't end my career like you thought you did. So Serena, last week on Rampage was not enough. Because I'm coming for you, and not only am I going to beat you, but I'm going to cut your head off. And everything. That was cool. And Mark Henry interviewed Swerve Strickland and Tony Nese. Well, Mark Henry was saying to Tony Nese, Mark Henry said, Tony Nese, Sunday night at Revolution, we saw the debut of Swerve Strickland. But on Dynamite Wednesday night, you requested to be Swerve Strickland's first opponent. Why? Tony Nese said, yeah, I request. You want to know why? Tony Nese said, Mark, you want to know why I requested to be Swerve Strickland's first opponent? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Swerve Strickland did make his debut at Revolution. And Tony Schiavone went crazy over it. But I didn't get that. I should have gotten a debut in AEW like Swerve Strickland. And I'm also going to say that Swerve and I, we go way back. And Swerve is going to have to realize this is not a rap business. This is the wrestling business. And I'm going to kick his ass tonight like I did Friday nights. Swerve Strickland said, Tony, my man, you're not gonna kick my ass because I kicked your ass every Friday night in the other company, and I'm gonna do it again. And you want to sit there and talk bad about rap music? Well, you better watch it, because not only is Swerve a rapper, but Swerve is also a wrestler. And Swerve, myself, is going to kick your ass tonight on Rampage. Because whose house? And the crowd said Swerve's house. And Swerve Strickland said Swerve's house. And then Mark Henry said his signature line, well, I think there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. And everything. That was cool. Now besides all that, Taz and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. And Ricky Starks done commentary along with Taz and Excalibur during the matches of Darby Allin versus Mark Quinn, Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Martinez, and Keith Lee versus QT Marshall. Ricky Starks done great on commentary. Done awesome on commentary as usual. And the referees for the event were Rick Knox, Bryce Rims. And the referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Rimsberg, and Stephon Smith. Okay. Bryce Rimsberg refereed the match between Darby Allin versus Mark Quinn. Rick Knox refereed the match between Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Martinez. Stephon Smith refereed the match between Keith Lee versus QT Marshall. And Paul Turner refereed the match between Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese. All the referees done awesome as usual. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Rampage from Friday night, which was March 11th, 2022. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.